Hey.
And a big thank you to One Time Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio on this fine Monday morning. And we are going to be talking about the 22nd annual Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive. In the studio, we have Christina Furlong from the Moose Lodge. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning.
And we have Cece and Woody, who they thought they maybe were getting away from the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive, but you guys are still here. You're helping out, and you love, I know you love the toy drive. You love helping kids. You love seeing the community come together, all these groups and people and businesses come together. So I know it must be hard to kind of just walk away because it's such a great event.
And we're just helping with the publicity really this year. We're doing the website and things like this.
Yeah, nice.
To talk it up. But yeah, it's the 22nd year. We're like blown away by that.
22nd year, and if you haven't seen yet, the boxes are, boy, out in businesses. And it's great, we were talking, Woody, before the program, that the businesses are doing a great job this year, and they have in the past as well, highlighting the boxes, taking pictures of the boxes, putting them on their social media pages, encouraging people to drop toys off, even offering specials, saying if you bring a toy in, you'll receive this from our business. So business is really going above and beyond. And just a quick rundown of the businesses, Back to Basics, Buffalo Bar and Grill, Common Grounds, the community of Beaver Valley, community of Strawberry, Crabtree and Shepherd Insurance, Double D's Bar and Grill, El Rancho Mexican Food, Garvin's RV and Adventures, Gila County Sheriff's Office, Mackey's Grill, which is right here in the Sawmill Theater Complex, Midtown Yard Restaurant and Bar, Payson Eye Care Center, Payson Golf Club, Payson Premier Dental, Payson Wireless, Pine Creek Fudge and Espresso, Pine Strawberry Fire District, the Administration Office, Pizza Factory, Quality Inn, Rim Country Barbecue and Wood Fired Pizza, Rim Country Bowl, and Versatile Ink Tattoo. Wow, that's a long list of businesses.
Those businesses,
great.
They came in, they did so much last year to help us. It was incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of think it's like, okay, well, the eye care place, well, that's nice, you know, they'll have a couple toys. And we went in there and the box was overflowing. I mean, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
You know? Versatile Ink was giving coupons for, you know, several dollars off a tattoo if you brought a toy.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of the places were doing that. El Rancho does that every year.
Yeah.
You know, you get a free entree. I shouldn't say that right now because I don't know that they're doing it this year, but in the past they often had a free, not an entree, a free appetizer.
Gotcha.
If you brought a toy, and I assume that they're either doing that or at least a coupon this year. It was amazing. It was amazing. Last year was our biggest year ever. We helped the most number of people we've ever helped. And it was all due to the businesses, you know, stepping up and doing their part. And that's why we're back helping promote it.
Yeah.
Because you just can't walk away from something like this.
Yep, and looking at El Rancho's Facebook page right now, and it says their deal is bring in a toy, at least a $10 value, not just like, you know, one Matchbox car or something, but $10 value, and receive a coupon for a free cheese crisp with the purchase of an entree. So a free appetizer, just like you said.
Outstanding.
So the Moose Lodge, Christina, you're a member and part of the Moose Lodge, correct?
Yes.
And now you guys have been working with the toy drive for years now as well, haven't you?
Yes, we have. I've been part of the Moose since I was a kid. My mom was a member, so I've been doing this since '97. And so beforehand we were doing parties, and then we've changed in over the years, and now we collect stuff and kind of give it to the family so that they have toys that they can put under their tree and give to their kids. This year we are one of the only people collecting toys. A lot of the other places haven't had the ability, whether it be because everyone's getting older, and finding volunteers to get involved in things like that is not always easy to do. And so it should definitely be interesting and see how the community comes together this year, making this happen, because we'll be taking care of a majority of Payson and the surrounding areas kids this year.
Mhm. And that, I know, again, another thing we were talking about before the program, Toys for Tots, which a lot of people are familiar with, and that has happened up here for many years. It hasn't happened in the last, I think, few years, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Last 2 years.
And
This
again-
year, again, not this year.
And again, not this year because of it basically being taken over, or it's operating now on a kind of a national level, so
Yep.
it's not so much a local movement like this and like Toys for Tots used to be in the past. So it's really, as you said, Christina, the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive, and that's it. And there might be some other churches or groups. I think Old Bastards, I think they do.
They usually do the meals. They'll
Meals,
hand out
yes.
meals for Thanksgiving and also for Christmas.
And deliver them to families.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal.
And just talking with Calvin Johnson, the chairman of the Tribal Council, Town Apache Tribal Council, they're going to be doing that as well, selecting families and getting presents and a meal for them. But as far as just toys, and this is probably it, just as toy drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there are some smaller groups. I want to give a shout out to Mountain Village Foundation up in Pine and Strawberry. They do a toy drive up there. It's smaller, it's just for Pine and Strawberry. But that takes some of the load off.
Yes.
And that's really, really important. As a matter of fact, we want to make sure that they know that if they need assistance, we're there to help them. So I think that'll be a thing. But for the most part, it seems like we're kind of it this year. So.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, it's like last year.
Salvation Army's Angel Trees will not be here this year either. And last year, part of our record number of recipients, 605.
605.
605.
Wow.
257 of that number were Angel Tree
Wow.
recipients.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So there are big shoes to fill this year.
Yes. And while looking at the website, again, you can get more information about the toy drive on the website, barbiestoydrive.com. And you put that together,
Yep.
Woody? Nice. Has a list of all the businesses that are participating.
Christina and I are running it this year. We're running it together.
Nice, all
She's
right.
helping out.
Learning this part of it.
There you
so that
go, there you go.
do it next year.
What was I going to say? Somebody, a group that's on here, the Gila County Sheriff's Office. I know they've done a great job because they get toys as well, and I believe Deputy High Street. He is usually the one contacting the group saying, hey, we have toys left over that we couldn't give away, and then they donate those toys to the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive. So it's just great to see all of the businesses coming together, and the residents of Payson who contribute the toys. I know you've shared stories over the years of, and you do this yourself, but others that are buying toys, so Black Friday or after Christmas, getting them on special, getting them, with a big price reduction, and just saving them for the toy drive.
We have a lady in Strawberry, Cindy Condit. Cindy, we love you. She'll start buying right after Christmas, and she will stockpile these things. And in fact, we have some at our place that have been there since June because she ran out of room.
Oh boy.
She will start stockpiling those, and she will bring them over. The last couple of years, she has filled probably 3 of those toy boxes by herself.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like her thing, and
Wow.
there's some people that do that, and it's amazing. It's just it's like I don't know where we'd be without those people, But we need this year. I suspect we're going to need more, and because it's going to be like Cece and Christina said, seems like we're kind of the only game in town for helping families at Christmas this year. So
Yeah. Well, again, this is the 22nd annual Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive. It's presented by the Greater Moose Lodge, number 852, which is in Star Valley. And the event itself is Saturday, December 14th, from, did you say noon to 4?
Noon to 4.
Noon to 4 at the Moose Lodge in Star Valley. There'll be food down there, silent auction, music, drinks, 50-50 drawing, raffle prizes. Everyone's invited down to that. And then the toys and all the gifts will be distributed by the Moose Lodge. So, wow, that's a big task right there as well.
That's
Distributing all
huge.
the toys, because how many, you said 605
Yes.
children last year?
Yes.
Well,
Not
and
just children.
Well,
an entire senior center as well.
And the seniors, okay.
yeah, so we had the Moose Lodge themselves, we collected, let me try that again. We ourselves collected the applications from the school,
Uh-huh.
and we had 500 kids from our schools, and that ranged from age 0 to 18. And so that was just the kids of Payson themselves, and then on top of that was the senior center with the 600 and something, correct?
No, that was 100 and, what was, 100 and something?
I don't know how many.
And then there were
specific
Angel
to the
Tree also.
senior center, but
Gotcha.
there were 257 from Angel Tree.
Wow.
And before I forget, speaking of those applications, we are working closely with Back to Basics.
Mhm.
I know that's confusing because the health food store closed down, but everybody knows it as Back to Basics, so we're
Mhm.
just using that name because everyone knows where it's at, everyone
Oh, yeah.
knows what it is. But at that shop, you can pick up the application if you need help with Christmas. We just ask for your name and your phone number so that we can get a hold of you. And then your kids' information, just their names, and I think it's just their names and grades. And then we're gonna work with Daniel Butter this year with the NASCA. I can never pronounce his foundation correctly.
Gotcha.
But we are donating 2 Christmas trees, and so we are, those will be at Back to Basics. If anyone wants to add anything to those trees to be donated to that foundation. We're also collecting food for the warming center, and then you can pick up the applications there as well.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like the in-town base for the stuff that's going on, and then we have, of course, the collection box there and stuff. But that is a good place for people to go if they need more information on it, or need to get help for Christmas.
If they have computer access, don't forget, they can go online, barbiestoydrive.com, and they'll find an application there as
Mhm.
well.
Yep, I was just looking at that right now, where the assistance application is online right here, where you can put all your children and their names, ages, grade, and male, female. So that, and then family needs, and then, yeah, that is right there online as well. Also, yeah, you got it right, NASCA, Northern Arizona Child Advocates.
Okay.
So, yeah, NASCA is the organization that Daniel and Morgan, they started to help foster care children, correct?
Yes.
Mhm. No, that is great. And let's see, and then also Back to Basics, a place for drop-off. And now you're still doing, are you still open doing smoothies or?
So the health food store itself closed down, so we're not doing any vitamins, health food, things like that.
Okay,
But we still have the smoothie bar,
okay.
the bulk herbs, spices, teas, local
Okay.
honey. And then we had an empty building, so we opened it up to local people,
Uh-huh.
or more like small businesses, because I wouldn't say necessarily local because some people are on the outskirts
Yes, yeah.
of Payson, so just smaller businesses that, you know, we have a lot of really talented people in Payson.
Oh, yes.
But it's really hard to come up with funds and the ability to actually open a storefront.
Mm-hmm,
So it just gives everybody a place to kind of put stuff.
mm-hmm.
And so we will be open for the Swiss Village lighting and stuff, and
Oh,
we'll be
nice.
collecting toys then, and hope to get this rolling.
Oh, yes. Just looking at the list here, let's see if there's anyone else in that center. I was just trying to see in the Swiss Village Shopping Center if there was anyone else. It looks like it's just you guys then.
Right now, we are working with them to get more boxes in. We just haven't had a chance to talk to them yet since before.
And if the list gets updated, businesses are added. There's the website that they'll be added to. Also, I'm sure you'll see it on Facebook as well. On the businesses' Facebook pages, they would put it out on there. So
Every time we add a business, we make sure it goes on the website, and there's a link to their business from the website. And if anybody wants to request a box, there's information on the website on how to do that, who to call, and we'll get a box out as quick as we can, probably the same day.
nice.
And and then we'll be collecting them on the Friday before the event, which is Friday the 13th.
14th.
Well, the
13.
the event's on the 14th.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, we'll be collecting the actual boxes.
Collecting. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Lucky Friday.
Lucky Friday the
Lucky Friday.
13th
There
is
you
when
go.
you'll be getting them. Hey, there we go. And again,
And while you're at the lighting at Swiss Village,
Yeah.
drop back to basics and check out that area that they have there for the businesses. It's pretty cool.
oh yeah, no, that sounds good.
And I need to pick up more honey too. Now that I think about it.
The Swiss Village lighting, if you don't know, is Black Friday,
Yeah.
the day after Thanksgiving each year. And that has become a big event. A lot of the businesses participating, but also a lot of other activities, other vendors that come in. So just a great time to get out and, boy, I think Santa usually, there's a Santa appearance, I think.
Yeah.
So pictures with Santa, just a great time.
So, and then every year we do have people donate random stuff. Like one year we had wood donated, another year we had a mass amount of heaters donated. So when you put your family's needs, we may not be able to cover everything, but we do get a lot of unexpected and random donations sometimes. So when you're filling that out, even if it doesn't seem realistic, write it, because as we were talking about before the show started, is every year something happens to make things just work and everything comes together. And so we're able to fill a lot of things that at the beginning we are like, are we even able to do this? But by the end, we are able to fill some of the very most randomest things. So, and then we also share our information as long as you circle that we can on the application with other businesses. One year we worked with the Old Bastards, and they were giving out meals, and so we provided them with the family's information for that, and other clubs around town and stuff. Well, that ended up just calling us and like, hey, well, you have information, can we use it? We would like to help families as well. So we get the community itself comes together really, really nicely to make things happen.
Mm-hmm. And that's, I've seen, is how it works. How it works with events like this, where the community coming together and just making it work, making it happen.
Yeah.
You know, making it happen, and there's businesses, there's individuals, there's people that, you know, will just say, okay, what do you need? What do you need? And there you go. And like you said, you're thinking, oh my gosh, we have all these requests, all these needs, but once it's put out there, it seems like there's always people who step up.
Well, and I know you're too modest to toot your own horn, but last year you saved us, you and KRIM, because if you hadn't stepped up and got us hooked up with some of these businesses, we would not have had enough stuff. And that was a huge deal. So last year was you.
Well, and it's a credit to the businesses, the
Oh, yeah.
people in the community, and just connecting. And that's where I found, you know, there's people in the community that are involved in the community, And they have connections, like Christina, she'll have connections, so you say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, there's a family, or there's a need, or here's the situation. Oh, I know so-and-so, and they, can do this, or they might be able to do this, hey, let me give them a call. And that's what a community is about. That's what, kind of working together and helping each other out.
Mhm.
That's what it's about.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
how.
it's one of the amazing things about living here.
Well, I would say this is what the Barbie Hensler thing has done, is bring the whole community, because it does. It brings everyone together to work together to fulfill needs that other words most people wouldn't even know about, because it's not talked about mostly throughout the year. It's only during the holidays when people's true stress starts coming out.
Stressful? What do you mean, Christina? Come on now, the holiday's stressful? No.
If you're one of those people that's having a hard time right now, Christmas can be extremely stressful. And,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. And, but those people aren't gonna run around with flags saying, hey, we need help. They don't do that. And so it looks like everything's fine. And then you find out after the fact that, no, it's not. So we're trying to help those people out.
Yeah.
There was a year when the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive was still under the Abate of Arizona overhead venue. When two of the people who were delivering dinners and gifts had nothing themselves. They had no dinner, they had nothing, but they were still a part of the community effort to make sure that people who needed some extra help during Christmas got it.
Yeah, we found out after the fact.
Yeah.
They had donated everything they had to the, that was the Thanksgiving dinner, or wasn't it? We were delivering turkeys and Thanksgiving dinner fixings and stuff. They had given everything they had to that effort and came out with us and helped deliver everything. And then we found out later that on Thanksgiving Day, they went to the community dinner because they didn't have anything for themselves.
Wow.
It's like,
Yeah.
you don't find people like that very often. They were incredible folks. It's just, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's and it's helping people out. That's what I think not just the holidays, but what it's about. If you're in a position where you can help people, that's really important to do that, because everyone needs some help at some time, one time or another.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, been there, done that.
yeah, so to help out when you can, knowing that it might come around, it might not, but that's not why you're doing it.
Right.
You're doing it because there's people that need a little help. So, and when you're doing it with a group, it's much easier because the burden is not on just one person or a few people, but boy, you have a large group like this, and the Moose Lodge and others just coming together.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to make greater inroads into the people who need the extra help, greater impact for the whole community.
Yep, so again, this is the 22nd Annual Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive. If you're on Facebook or social media, you've probably seen pictures of the different businesses around town, throughout Rim Country, not just Payson, but Pine, Strawberry as well, and I believe
Rye.
Tonto Basin,
Yep.
anything? Yep, down in Tonto Basin.
All the way up to Strawberry.
Beaver Valley.
Yep.
So the entire Rim Country coming together to collect toys, get toy donations for the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive, and the actual event is December 14th, that's Saturday, December 14th, down at the Greater Payson Moose Lodge, number 852 in Star Valley. Party starts at noon, goes until 4. Everyone's invited, and these are unwrapped donations. So that's another thing I think that's really, good is in the past you've seen some toy drives where they've asked for wrapped, or the organizations have to wrap. But boy, it kind of adds to it. And when you're wrapping all the gifts, oh my goodness, that's a lot of time. Paper,
Yes.
all of it, tape. So these are unwrapped toys. So it's just a matter of going to purchasing some toys, putting them in a box.
And the parents will actually be picking up toys and wrapping paper so that they're able to participate in the Christmas event as
Yeah.
they would in a normal situation.
That's great.
So, and one thing not to forget about is our older kids. And they are the hardest to shop for, and so they are the most forgotten about.
Yeah.
There was a study done a few years ago, and the Roundup ran an article about it, and there was 300 some on homeless children in Payson. And that means families that were either sleeping on other people's couches, in trailers, in yards, whatever it may have been. People did not have stable homes. And out of that, there was at least 150 of those were high school students who were fending for themselves. And so that means that they are bouncing on their friends' couches. They're not with their parents necessarily. They are pretty much defending for themselves. And a lot of times, the best thing to get these kids is basic stuff like shampoos and conditioners and things that they can care for themselves for, things that smell good. And if you don't know what that is, gift cards, food cards, gas cards, basic things go really, really far with these older kids, especially the ones who are taking care of themselves or taking care of their families. Sometimes these kids are the ones that are paying the bills in their families' houses because, as we know, like a lot of we're in a retirement community, and grandparents are taking care of these kids, and as they get older, it's harder for them to take care of them, so they're taking care of themselves. And so when it comes to our older kids, if you don't know what to get them, basic things work. The things that you won't even think of. We had a girl break down and cry because she got a brush. And she hadn't had her own brush in like over a year. And she was either borrowing them or she would just throw her hair up. And so just getting a brush was huge to her. So don't forget about our older kids and their needs too. That does go up to the age of 18.
Okay. And for older kids, if you can't think of something, an item like that, gift cards. Gift cards are a great idea to fast food places, Chili's, wherever.
Or just donate money.
Or donate money.
Yeah,
as
you
well,
just want to make sure that if you buy a gift card, that you're not paying, or you don't have to pay a fee for using the card
Yeah.
or not using the card.
Yeah.
Because then all of the money that you've spent to get the gift card is going to go just to supporting the gift card, not necessarily to help the individual.
I would say in most cases, you probably want to give the money because Shelley and the group at the Moose Lodge with Christina, they do a really good job of figuring out, okay, what, you know, okay, we got a whole family here that needs some help, and they go out and, you know, get them a $200 Safeway card or something.
Yeah.
So that they can, you know, get groceries for a couple of weeks. That's huge, and then you don't have to try to figure out, well, what should I get? It's like, they got it figured out. They've been doing this for 22 years. They got it figured out.
Yeah, or also the Visa cards, or even just those that can be used anywhere, as well, as long as there isn't a fee.
And they know when and you know who to give what to. You know what's going to work.
Absolutely. And if you have anything that you would like to have raffled at the event, those are helpful as well, because that money is taken and used to buy the extra things that we need. So if that's an option for you as well, if you don't have the time to go shopping, but you have something to raffle that has a value, during the event, we would be happy to raffle it off. Of course, we ask that you don't bring us your yard sale stuff, but anything pretty much helps.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you want to, if you're donating anything, you want it to be new.
Yes.
wrapped, especially if it's gonna be given away, or raffled, or something, if it is being raffled, something of value.
Yes.
Not, well, this didn't sell at the yard sale because no one wanted it. And so, hey, here you go, it'll make a great
Yeah,
raffle prize.
That doesn't help us.
No, if somebody didn't buy it at a yard sale, they're probably not going to do well at a raffle.
No.
That's just how it is. Bless your heart for, wanting to help. But, yeah.
But, we also, some of the things that we get from some of the businesses are pretty cool.
Mhm.
We had a golf gift certificate. I forget exactly what the specifics were, but that raised over $400 last year.
Oh, wow.
And that was huge. So, if you're a business out there and you want to advertise your business, we get a pretty decent crowd at that thing. That's not a bad way to do it.
We
Yeah.
also had barbecue dinner
Yep.
that was
Oh, yeah.
auctioned off right there during the event.
Yeah, we did a live auction for that, and that went for big dollars.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
between $300
That
and
was,
$400.
what was the name of that outfit? Oh, shoot, I forgot the name. I can't remember
It was
now.
barbecue?
This was a barbecue place, yeah.
Wonder, was it Gila Hogs?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and I've had their barbecue, it's amazing.
Good.
It's
It's
amazing.
good
Yeah, it was
stuff.
Gila Hogs, and that was so popular, that went for big bucks, so that was a good
Gotcha.
deal.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
So again, 22nd Annual Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive. The boxes are out in multiple businesses all throughout Rim Country. If you want a complete list, go to barbiestoydrive.com. The event takes place Saturday, December 14th from noon to 4 at the Greater Payson Moose Lodge, number 852 in Star Valley. And it's easy for you to help. Just buy a toy, get a toy, drop it in one of the toy boxes. If you want to donate money, you can do that. Also, if you don't want to go online, you're not good with websites, you can call Shelly for more information or any questions you might have. Her phone number is 928-474-6212. And again, that's Shelly with the Moose Lodge. And she'll answer any of your questions. Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
coming on the program, but also for, more importantly, for all you do with the Barbie Hensler Memorial Toy Drive.
Happy to do it. It's our Christmas.
There you go. Yeah, I
It
remember
is.
you have your Santa hat that you wear sometimes.
Last year I was an elf.
An elf, there we go. Woody the elf. All right. Well, thank you everyone listening, watching this morning, and thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music here with some Leonard Skinner, Foreigner, Jerry Rafferty, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
With this morning's KRIM weather forecast for Payson and surrounding areas, I'm now